in my gut that I had to keep it pushing, cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we raising up the levels and they trying to reach us. Yeah, I do this all for us. Had this feeling in my gut that I had to keep it pushing, cause amazing ain't enough. And I do this for my team, for the heights we couldn't touch. Now we raising up the levels and they trying to reach us. Yeah, they trying to reach.
So comfortably, paper so big that you gotta read the summary. Baby, I'm a boss, come with me, I need company. For a couple hours, maybe a day, we'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way. I'm the only option. I'm the only Turn it to the max, haters gon' hate, dollars gon' stack. Throwing them hips, how you do it like that? You looking like a snack and I only speak facts. Let's relax. Maybe a day, we'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way. We'll be okay if I lead the way. If I lead the way, if I lead the way, if I lead the way.
Yeah, we're rising up. That's right. No, nobody can stop me, can't fight this rush. No, I won't stop, top 3 is the final push. Can't imitate how we be, better keep it hush. But I can't hide this buzz, cause we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. In the moment, stay focused. I smell the wind and it's potent. I remain the main component, cause they all know I'm the coldest. So cold that they frozen, overwhelmed by the notion. Pressure building, it's over when you feel the explosion. Yeah, they call me the showman. The way I'm shining, I'm golden. And I bring the commotion. My spirit never been broken, cause I got the devotion. No magical potion, you're just a drop in the ocean. I'm a tidal wave taking over. In the moment, stay focused. No, I'm the coldest. So cold that they frozen. Pressure building, it's over. Yeah, we're rising up. Right. No, nobody can stop me, can't fight this rush. No, I won't stop, top 3 is the final push. Can't imitate how we be, better keep it hush. But I can't hide this buzz, cause we're rising up. Yeah, we're rising up. we the fire in the belly of the beast. A menace to society, we hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. It means everything. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, we gonna light it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, I got it in my blood. Up, we getting fired up. Up, we gotta light it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, I got it in my blood. Yeah. Moth to the flame, pressure in the pain. Everything we stand for, everything we gain. Feet firm on the floor, handling my lane. Stop standing in the way, cause we're going up. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. Fire in the belly of the beast. A menace to society, we hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. Everything. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up. Take a step back for a minute. Got a place going up when I'm in it. Aim at the win and I did it. Where we at, that's none of your business, I'm that product of the hard work. That's why I'ma always come first. Push through the pain, not a concern. Coming hot like fire, now we gon' burn. Run fast when we chase that bag. Leave them all like damn, damn, damn. Dig deep, go hard in the pain. Make noise like bang, bang, bang. Heavy hitter in the ring, go slam. Yeah, I got what it takes, go ham. No foot on the brakes, that look on the face like damn, damn, damn. This time you won't put nobody in the corner, I'm grown, so don't get funny with the tone. I can go clear, leave them all unknown. I'm the real deal, not a fake, not a clone. Oh gosh, got them trembling, shaking. One shot and I'm destined to take it. On top of the challenge I'm facing. Non-stop, I'm a legend in the making. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move, yeah, move. Move. Gotta work that overtime. Put the power over mind. Push the boundary over lines. Cut his life is only mine. Got spirit, got fight, got hope. Elevate to the heights unknown. Celebrate cause the night we own. Stay winning cause we bringing it home. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move, yeah, move, move.
certified delivery, gotta respect the effort. I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. Yeah, yeah, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. And you know it, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. So you can bring it on, I'm only gonna get better. Had the vision, I'd be in this position, moving with precision while I'm standing on business. With the crowd to witness all the passion inside me. I came from the bottom, now the top is where you'll find me. Making moves, out the rough, going hard, super tough, can't lose when you're showing up. Already a winner, more than enough. Hard as rock, but light as a feather to fly. Bring a storm and I survive the weather. Make it rain, tell me when I carry it to the letter. Yeah, certified delivery, gotta respect the effort. I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. Yeah, yeah, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. And you know it, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. So you can bring it on, I'm only gonna get better. Can't dim my shine, it's not my flow, I'm so aligned. In my bag, truly sublime. Keep on watching, it's my time. Play my position and never drop the ball. Yeah, never back down. Yeah, it's my crown. Come on, never back down. You know I'ma win it. You know I'ma get it. Hard as rock, but light as a feather to fly. Bring a storm and I survive the weather. Make it rain, tell me when I carry it to the letter. Yeah, certified delivery, gotta respect the effort. I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. Yeah, yeah, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. And you know it, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. So you can bring it on, I'm only gonna get better.
Look at me now. Look, man, I was searching for a better way, praying, hoping for a better day. Never quit, never hesitate. If it's a will, it's gotta be a way. Working fast food on the weekends, got a second job just to meet ends. Never quit though, I admit at times life seemed to be in pieces. I had to switch up the plan. Good at the can, created the brand, invested in self, flipped it to wealth. Look at me now, I got a few bands, yeah. The ones who hate it still working the same. They hit me and tell me they proud of me though. I'm sorry, not sorry, got nothing to say. Look. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Look at me now, this free game, I'm breaking it down. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. If not, it's easy to find your way out. Been running around with a chip on deck, making it happen, not what they expect. They gon' start hating when they see the check. Don't need you to like me, but need your respect. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Too many went fake on me.
Ready?
It's game time, raise the stakes time, and I'ma make the climb and change the straight line. From next side, we ain't the same kind. You going with the flow, I control like Poseidon. Now, who's ready to win? Confetti over your legacy, let it begin. Cause I came from gold trophies and fame, they gon' notice me. I'ma take my story from pain to pure poetry. Gotta grind from the start to the finish line, from the winning side.
And at the wing is Austin day all day, every day.
See the crowd coming down, who's the king now? Crowd coming down, who's the king now?
Just watch me.
是 Queens 的应援毛巾、Queens 的纯印钥匙圈，诸多的新品，喜欢的朋友们，且千万不要忘记去皇家商城，把你喜欢的东西通通带回家。
好。那我们本周呢也迎来了，相信大家都知道啊，迎来我们的 Queens 新成员，有我们的恩菲、泰林以及曾润，正式呢加入我们新北国王的大家庭。
没错，
那这也是他们今天加入后的第一个主场首秀啊！相信诸位都非常期待来自我们韩国的新成员以及我们的女王们会擦出什么样的火花。接下来呢，让我们废话不多说，用最热情的掌声、最大的暴动声，让我们一起来欢迎新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens， 欢迎我们的女王们。All right, DJ Song, drop the Queens.
Okay.
Okay. TT bro. Hat. Oh, you bro, think you tough? Oh, you bro, think you tough? Oh, you bro, think you tough? Oh, you bro, line that up, line that up, bro, line that up, line that up, ho, line that up. Oh, you bro, think you tough? All you bros, line that up, line that up, line that up, line that up, line that up. Oh, you bros, think you tough? Line that up, line that up, throw your set up. How you doing all that rushing? Hold your head up, line it up, throw your set up. How you doing all that rushing? Hold your head up. I'm about to line these bros up, like a fresh haircut. I fight all you bros. I never gave a what? 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 Okay. I don't want that. I just want that bag. Want that bag. Double see me up and take care up on the bag. And take care up on the bag. I be popping up, so you know I gotta brag. So you know I gotta brag. I don't want that. I just want that bag. I just want that bag. Ride that face all the way to the bank. So good, got them going in the safe. Got me riding shotgun up in the race. Legs in the ceiling, eat me like we out of space. I ain't f***ing with no that's regular. Can't pay my phone bill, don't call my cellular. Don't give me money, I ain't begging her. But you know I can't f with her.
现场的球迷朋友们，最大的掌声加尖叫，献给我们的新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens！ 也欢迎我们 Queens 的新成员恩菲、泰林以及曾润正式加入我们。
All right， 亲卫军，你们准备好了吗？今晚我们的新庄城堡将上演双北大战。接下来为各位介绍客队台北台新战神球队登录名单。球衣背号6号将军，球衣背号7号刘燕婷，球衣背号8号陈文宏，球衣背号9号张兆成，球衣背号15号谢明俊。接下来为您介绍先发球员。球衣背号5号魏同和，球衣背号11号黄聪汉，球衣背号33号雷蒙恩，球衣背号41号苏义进，球衣背号62号陈冠全，总经理李佑廷，新教黄曼龙，主教练许浩成，助理教练李兰，助理教练倪学谦，球队官教练杨哲立，助理教练陈世业。
接下来，请我们现场的球迷朋友们，让我们一起把目光看向上方大荧幕，一起来欣赏新北国王的年度形象影片。
Welcome to New Taipei, where resilience is rooted in our DNA. We stumble, but we rise strong. We fight, and we never stop. This is a city in constant motion where courts, crowds, and champions are born. Where hustle meets heart and passion fuels every play. We don't just run the floor, we run the game. We outpace, outwork, and outshine. Every block, every shot, every roar from the stands, it all belongs to the Kings. Here, glory doesn't fade, dreams don't sleep, legends don't wait. We are the Kings, and the reign don't stop.
Xinjiang 城堡的各位 ，Are you ready？ 接下来进场的是新北国王。首先为各位介绍 Number 2技术苏培凯 ，Number 8潜力锋线朱立霞。Number 11，皇家坦克王柏芝，背号12号，攻守一体，新北飞鹰林野廷。Number 17，再来一盘国大苏醒苏世轩。背号19号，皇家大锁。榜哥林金芳 ，Number 20禁卫军弓箭手 Rider 熊香泰 ，Number 25禁卫军高炮塔奶奶 Austin Day，Number 26皇家未来之星乔纳森。It's time！ 接下来为各位隆重介绍新美国先发5人 ，Starting Five Number 10微笑射手 JJ 娟佑章。Number 33全能锋线 Jordan Tolbert。Number 15禁卫军自走跑 Baby Oluchobi。Number 13皇家狙击手男模吕正如。Finally, Number 1所有开工，Joseph Lin 林书伟。总教练洪志善，助理教练 Thomas Wiseman 林振宇、李维恩，上帝孩子魏维，球队经理洪志武，球队助理李文轩。球队辅导员 Claire Danner， 首席体能教练张崇熙，体能助理教练赵德，防护员邱博凯、吴崇豪，总经理毛家恩，执行长陈信生，董事长王文祥。 掌声来欢迎我们的新北国王啦啦队 New Taipei Queens 来到我们的场中央。哇，人数越来越多了，人群恐惧症了，太多了，太多了。好，我们呢，请我们的女王们先站好我们的位置。当然呢，我们其他的女王们也帮我们的新成员们。好 ，OK， 大家都站好位置了。首先呢，我们要来跟大家来复习一下，也就是我们最重要的 defense， 也就是防守。那现场的球迷朋友们，让我们一起把拍拍扇拿起来，等一下可以跟着节奏一起敲打。等一下呢，跟我们的女王一起喊出我们的防守。地面上，让我们一起来捍卫我们的王城吧 ！Let's go！ 防守，
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 防守，防守。没错，这就是我们的 defense， 也就是防守。那接下来进攻的时候，你们会听到砰砰砰砰砰，新北国王，没错。等一下呢，节奏交给你们敲打，我喊一次新北国王，第二次交给你们大声的喊出来。All right， 地带上，让我们进攻一起来 ，Let's go！ 新北国王，欢迎你们 ！That's right， 新北国王，再一次。Yes sir， 大家表现得非常好，哇，充满满满的能量。那接下来呢，我们要播放的就是我们新北国王的主题曲，也就是我们的 Crown City。Everybody put your hands up. Come on, put your hands up.
Gymnasium, home of the New Taipei Kings as well as CTBC DEA, as they will play their last game on Sunday. As we take a look at the regular season standings right now, well, the Taishin Leopards are sitting pretty up at the top, but there's a cluster that you see between second place through the fifth. Now, with the Mars and the Aquas trailing. Now, the rankings, though, could switch up as follows if Kings and Leopards sweep this weekend. The New Taipei Kings could leapfrog all the way from 5th place, jumping up to 2nd, surpassing the Lioneers as they will play tomorrow afternoon. Tip-off will also be at 2:30 as we are here again for a Valentine's Day special, Valentine's Day weekend special to be exact. As we see a couple of our game notes for today's matchup, well, the Mars have a 2-1 winning record against New Taipei Kings, but the New Taipei Kings, they had a lapse in defense, made 21 turnovers. So as you see in the game notes, they got to tighten up their defense. Lee Kai-yen, their man in the front court, he has been absent for the last couple of games now. He's still recovery. I believe it's a knee effusions possibly. And finally, though, even despite all those turnovers, the Kings get the final lick back, earning their first win against a one-import roster. So Taipei Taishin Mars, they are bruised and battered this entire week. And it's a lot of work, 4 games in 1 week. Now, they started off 2 games with Makure Maker, the newly signed import player. He hit a record against the New Taipei Kings. Again, that is the Kings' fault in allowing 48 points scored by the import player. But again, you're averaging 46 minutes per game, 2 back-to-back games, and he's going to be out today. And we will be talking to Sam Manu, talking about how do you adjust with such a quick turnover. and how to overcome fatigue, especially, as I said, this is their last game in a 4-game back-to-back-to-back before the Lunar New Year break.
每一天要有一个正面的态度啊，永远不能放弃，对吧？所以这是他说的，对吧？要保持信心啊，对吧？我希望我的队友可以依靠我，因为我永远不会累，所以对吧？所以每一天要一直努力的练习，然后要有信心，对。
Short and sweet answer about just keeping the faith and being anchored by the said faith and just putting your head down and continuing to practice in the games. Now, as I briefly mentioned, the Mars also are pretty unlucky lately, just as the Kaohsiung Aquas are. All 4 of their players are out either due to injury or fatigue. Their latest import player, Frazier, is still out due to appendicitis. As we have Femi Olujobi talking about his reaction and his feelings about getting the game-winning bucket in the last matchup on Saturday. He was a former Taipei Fubon Braves player and had a brief stint in the
once I was able to
Suzano
turn
Magic.
cleanly and I seen the ball get above the rim, I knew it was good by the way how it just came off my hand. I shoot the shot a lot, I work out a lot and like kind of take that shot. So I was just happy that the team trusted me to take the shot, and I was just happy to get out of there with a win. It was a tough fight. So I think Maker had a phenomenal game when we played against him. So very good player. I feel like they have some good players over there who make plays. So it's going to be difficult at times, but just trusting in our team defense and just first line defense, not letting the ball get past us too easy, and just playing together and understanding there's 5 people on the court guarding the basketball at one time is going to be very big.
One of the 2 late signings for the new Taipei Kings, with Washburn having a sprained ankle, as well as Sani Sakakini tearing his ACL in their EASL campaign against the Sac Broncos out in mid-November. As we have our referees lined up, crew chief is standing in the center while we have our other 2 flanking on his sides respectively. As we see a couple of familiar faces, as we have Mike Singletary as well as Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson was a former New Taipei Kings player, but they were teammates in the Taipei Fubon Braves organization. They contributed to back-to-back-to-back championship titles for the Capital team. And as we see the other Capital team here, the Taipei Taishin Mars. So, despite having a locals-only roster, well, this could be a chance for their bench players, role players to really stand out. In particular, calling out a number 11, Liu Yanting. He scored off the bench 11 points. That is his career and season high with the Taipei Taishin Mars. So that is a bright spot. I'm expecting to see Sam Manu really coming through and being the playmaker and setting the tone for the Mars. And not only do we have a 0 import roster, we also have Kenny Chen out of the lineup, as well as Ding Senru Ding Ding. He hit his career points high, 29 points against the Kaohsiung Aquas on Wednesday. But I was told that he also twisted or sprained his ankle during some point in the game. So he's sitting out, he's taking no risks. Again, this is not really the time to play hero and play. Again, they have approximately a 2 to 3 week window of rest. So for our Lunar New Year and FIBA window, Joseph Lin, he's still playing. He is on the court without Lee Kayan, as I briefly mentioned earlier. As we have our starting 5 from the Taipei Taishin Mars, another local lineup. We have Iceman number 5, Barry number 11, Sam Manu 33, Allen 41, as well as Pong Pong number 62. This is a little reminiscent of the SBL days. The Super Basketball League is our semi-professional league here in Taiwan. For the new Taipei Kings, we have Joseph Lin, JJ number 10, Liu, number 13, Fem Olujobi, 15, as well as Jordan Tolbert, number 33. So we got a very similar, if not the same exact active roster for the new Taipei Kings playing against the Taipei Taishin Mars. So Mars got a lot of work cut out for them ahead of time. They only have 10 players on the active roster as of today. And just as I mentioned in the Kaohsiung Aquas match, the Mars are going to have to find a new spark plug. If not Ding Shunru, it might be the guy at the logo right now, number 33, Sam Manu. Now, the last 3 games, though, he's averaging less than his points made overall. So he's a 10 points per game kind of player, but these last 3 games, only 6 points per game. So I'm hoping to see him have a standout game and really lead the guys on the court as we have our ceremonial tip-off today here at Xinzhuang Gymnasium. New Taipei Kings are the men in white. The Taipei Taishin Mars duking it out in their signature red uniform. For the tip-off, it is Jordan Tolbert as well as Sam Manu. Tolbert is the new Taipei Kings' latest signing. Joined in shortly after Femi Olujobi as possession goes to the Taipei Taishin Mars. And we'll see who's gonna be the first to set the tone in this game. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And Barry with 2 seconds to kick out to beat the shot clock. Does not go in. Olujobi gets the board. Skip pass to Olujobi. And a handoff to Liu, and Liu buckets! Nails the 3 and gets the game started. Now, Liu is very familiar with Olujobi. They were former teammates with the now folded Kaohsiung Steelers. Sam Manu tries to answer back. Dials in, does not get the answer. They get a second chance opportunity though. And Barry, second chance. He draws a foul off of Joseph Lin's contact. The shot from the outside will get him 3 free throws. As you take a look, you can see just Joseph's fingers just grazing his arm. Hong Tong-han Barry in the game against Aqua scored 10 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. 100% at the line. Now the Mars has a winning record 2-1. Their first game against the new Taipei Kings went into our first ever OT this particular season. That was when Zach Lofton was still around, and the possession still goes back to the Taipei Taishin Mars, and Manu will get free throws this time. A little reminiscent of the last game already. New Taipei Kings applying heavy pressure on the Mars, and Mars is gonna get a lot of grace in this game. Again, they are without any import players to draw those fouls left and right. So got back-to-back free throws for the Mars. Sam Manu at the line. Was the Rookie of the Year last season. So he is on a 2-and-1 contract. So I believe that +1 is a team option that typically happens with the draft picks coming out from both leagues. Jordan Tolbert with the trap finds Joseph Lin, and he gets the scoop. So a nice look by Jordan Tolbert. No allowance within the perimeter, and Hong Kong recovering. And here comes Sam Manu with the jab, and the shot was too strong. Femi Olujobi coming through coast to coast. JJ getting his first game start in quite some time now, and here's the catch and shoot. Does not fall through. Ofeni Olujobi picking up the leftovers. Kings with a lead now. Now they are 7-4 at home, so 7 wins, 4 losses. They call carry. First turnover for Wei Penghao. Or they call Xiao Peng. Tasked to guard Joseph Lin. He had a career high against the Formosa Dreamers, 36 points. That gets rejected out of the rim. Barry bringing it over from the parking lot. Nothing but net, smooth like butter. 1 for 2 in the game. Tolbert going ISO against Pong Pong. There we see the double trap set up for this import player, and Lu's bucket is too short. There's a skip pass, backdoor cut, but unsuccessful. Goes into the hands of JJ, and here comes Joseph Lin. Off the screen, off contact, too strong though. Now credit to the Taipei Taishin Mars. Without an import player, they've got a 1-point lead right now. There's another jab step for Sam Manu. Gets a rebound and the bucket. That rattles in. And Manu's got 4 points for the Mars. Off the screen, Olujobi digging deep through Pong Pong, and Manu gets the and one. Yeah, see he with the contact from Pong Pong, number 62. Coco checking in for the first time. What I noticed in the matchup against Kaohsiung Aquas, Daiga is really, for the sake of just endurance and on survival mode, he's quick to rotate the players in and out. Especially now with only a 10-man roster without their point guard and a very strong defender, Kenny. He can guard locals, he can guard import players, so that's also going to be a challenge that the Mars have to overcome. And Pong Pong gets the hook. Hook, line, and sinker. That's his first bucket tonight. The high screen set up by Jordan Tolbert. Now there's Olujobi. Off of Manu, that rolls out of bounds. Still Kings possession with 10 seconds, and number 15 will be checking in, Xie Mingjun, the Mars' rookie. Now he's also one of the players getting rotated in and out often. He logged in 15 minutes against the Aquas. There's a reset out to Joe Lin. And just like that, just coming off the bench, and Mingjun commits his first personal, as we see 2 of the imports for the Taipei Taishin Mars, Makir Maker, the Sudanese Australian, as well as Michael Frazier II. Stepping back, Olujobi from the top, does not get the answer. And here's a coast-to-coast by Xie Mingjun, and that rolls in. Picturesque finish for the rookie, Tolbert. Going through the locals, there's a kick out. Crossover from Joe Lin. He finds help in Olujobi, and that falls through with the 2-piece. 7 points for Olujobi. Here's the catch and shoot by Barry. Off target, out of bounds. So again, you're noticing that a lot of stoppage, any stoppage that is happening in this game, Xu Yaochen is rotating his players really conscientiously. Manu with the fadeaway, goes high up, but down low for Tolbert. Yenting all up in his business, and effective there. Now both imports are still kept in. Austin Day might be checking in towards the end of the quarter. Out of bounds, and they call it King's possession. Yenting is arguing that they should have called a foul. Now we have Kings players checking in, 2 locals. That is Ling Yenting as well as Ryder Xiang. Ryder is a draft pick for the Kings. Yenting coming from 2 seasons playing out in the CBA. Both have participated in TPBL games as well as EASL. And here's a catch and shoot from the corner. Ooh, heartbreaker, half in and out. Mingjun caught in a tough spot. There's the all-switch run by the new Taipei Kings. Olujobi ready to get the board. His first game coming into TPBL was against the Lioneers, who they will play tomorrow before their break. Yenting 3-1 and gets the bucket and the assist. Yenting with the dime and Tolbert with the bucket. So we have ourselves a TV timeout. The score 14-all. Taipei Taishin Mars with a local-only roster. So we'll be back with more TPBL brought to you by AXN Sports.
Kiss cam， 需要你的 kiss。亲吻，接吻，接吻，接吻就对了。2个人接吻，对，接吻，亲他，亲他。哎，接吻，接吻，你们被拍到了，接吻，快点，亲一个，亲一个，不要害羞。
好，如果是情侣或者夫妻，我们直接
亲他，亲他，
来亲一个。
啊，有了。
那请记得呢，亲完的朋友，请到我们后方找我们的工作人员。
哎，最深情的那一种，
来啦！
再来一次，来，不要害臊，来。
你们再不来，5根药程就要来了。不要吧？
哎，先不要。哎，漂亮，就是这样子。祝你被拍到就是勇敢的接吻，亲下去。不对，这样不对，这是要接吻。
Taylor Chen bringing you your dosage of TPBL this afternoon, brought to you by AXN Asia and AXN Taiwan. We're coming off of a timeout and 1 for Iceman. Effective ATO for the Taipei Taishin Mars. Yenting getting his first personal foul. Logged in 7 minutes, no points though, so already an improvement from Wednesday evening against the Aquas. The Mars have a 4-win, 6-loss record away, and here's the alley-oop for Jordan Tolbert. Dime dish by Femi Olujobi. Setting up the high-low action, and Iceman passing it off to Yenting, but there's a kick out. Yes, we do have 2 Yentings on the court right now. There's our last replay. a good find by Olujobi. Now incoming to the game is Jonathan Matthew Smith, wearing 26, and Austin Day checks into the game. His third season with the new Taipei Kings. He had a short stint with the Kings from the 22-23 season, only played 7 games though, and he checks into the game, sinks his first bucket, score 19-17. Again with the all switch, and here's the down low pass to Yenting. There's a pushing foul call. So that is on Kings number 12, Lin Yenting. Ernest is his English name. While Liu Yenting is at the line. Was also a Kaohsiung Steelers player last season before the team folded. So got signed with the Mars during the offseason. There's a high screen set up by Austin Day, and Matthew Smith back to Yenting. No answer. There's the pass or a shot. And there's a bounce pass to Ryder Xiang. Blocking foul on Yenting. So not too much of a rhythm going on, or nobody's really quite controlling the tempo of this game. Again, it would be ideal for the Mars to front load perhaps and start off strong. From the baseline, the skip pass to Austin Day will lead to free throws. Kings will get free throws for the first time in this first quarter. And they call a foul on Yenting. So this is going to be Day's final season with the new Taipei Kings. Announced that this will be his last year playing pro ball. Had a quick stint with the new Taipei Kings and went out to the LBA, that's Italian Basketball League, to return for his back-to-back seasons with the new Taipei Kings. Mingjun faking out Austin Day and gets the bank shot. No look pass and a hook pass to Ryder Xiang, and he tries to catch a wave with no avail, and Manu coming through coast to coast. Ball squibbles out of bounds. There you see. Big bucket for the rookie, and we'll see Manu once again at the line. Went to Morrison Academy down in central Taiwan in Taichung before transferring and moving to California in 2017. His father, Rex Manu, is a notable player in Taiwan. Played out here from 92 to 1999. So trying to follow his father's footsteps playing pro in Taiwan. He is half Tongan and half Taiwanese. Trying to run some form of foreign offense in their first line of offense, and Jonathan Matthew checks into the game. had a tough task to guard Brandon Gilbeck in the Formosa Dreamers game. Scored 8 points and got 1 rebound. There's a hook pass out in the perimeter. He returns the favor to Jonathan Smith and gets a valiant attempt, and he gets up his own rebound. Jordan Tolbert gets the and one. So we'll see Jordan Tolbert for the first time at the line. He's the only active import player in Taiwan right now to have played in all the leagues in existence. So that includes all the way throwing it back to 2019 to 2020, playing for the Formosa Dreamers, so the ABL, SBL, P-League, T1, TPBL, any and all of them. So, like I said, only one to do so. Ling Yanting with the Euro step, draws a foul. More free throws for the new Taipei Kings. So Pong Pong checking into the game for Liu Yanting, while Ling Yanting is at the line. He was a free agent that the new Taipei Kings picked up during the offseason. He was drafted by the Beijing Royal Fighters, played there for 2 seasons before coming and joining the new Taipei Kings' organization. He is 2 for 2, and now the Kings are ahead by 5 points, 28-23. Winston, number 6, wide open, but interfered by Jordan Tolbert. A sweet block by Jordan Tolbert. Through the half line. Jordan Smith with a high pass. Look away, pass over to Tolbert, trying to create an alley-oop situation. Only leading to more free throws. This time the foul goes to Manu. So while the Kings have control over a 5-point lead, it's just a lot of stop and go action. There's not really much momentum that either team has really created in the first quarter so far. Now, according to the internet, Tolbert's last stint was out in Mongolia, where he played for the Zac Broncos as well as the BCH Knights. So very formidable 2 teams out in the league, as they call it out in Mongolia. Mars inbounding, and Kings running a full court press. There's a catch and shoot. Rattles in for Barry. It's his second 3 today. Setting up a 2-3 zone, it looks like, and Yanting answers back with a 3-piece. Still holding on to a lead. New Taipei Kings trying to end this weekend on a high. Taipei Taishin Mars trying to break their 4-game losing streak. Can't do that by making these silly little turnovers. That was Xie Mingjun trying to find Manu. And number 9, Carl, checks into the game. That is Zhang Zhaochen, is his proper name. Off the screen, Ryder with a down-a-low pass to Tolbert. With a fadeaway, sent back with interest. kickball violation. It goes to the Mars still. I thought I saw Mingjun kicking the ball off, but it looked like it was actually Day. So looks like Su Sishun, number 17, will be coming in for Day. Now, former head coach of the Kings, Ryan Marchand, he had trouble pronouncing Su Sishun's name, so coined his nickname Sushi. At both teams in the penalty, so free throws are a-coming for the Mars. Jonathan gets his first foul call. Mingjun will get his first chance at the line. Now, Xie Mingjun is the youngest player to ever be drafted in TPBL history. He only spent 2 years out in Southern Church Academy in the States before coming into the draft pick. Now, he had the prospects of signing or playing for Jianxin Keda. I believe it's UCH, and they have a lot of resources. They always make top 4 in the UBA, but he decided to make the leap of faith by getting into the draft early, as Yenting from the left gets the lay-in, and Mars wasting no time. Barry at the corner. Su Sishun going high up, corralling his first rebound. So Jordan Tolbert, the only import on the court right now to finish off the last couple of seconds. Yenting passing off, returns a favor, and from the parking lot, it's good. Getting their last lick in the quarter. That shot wouldn't have counted. It's a valiant effort by the import-free team of the Taipei Taishin Mars. New Taipei Kings with the lead, 37-27. We'll be back with more TPBL brought to you by AXN Sports.
Oh yeah. All right, DJ sound ready? Drop the queens.
I wake up in silk and sunlight, blessings all around my life. Checks in my name, they multiply. I breathe abundance, I'm divine. Everything I touch turns gold. Everything I want unfolds. I get paid for being me. I'm the proof my faith is a luxury. I'm rich, I'm blessed, I'm free. Abundance lives in me. Everything I touch turns luxury. Money's obsessed with me. 444 on the clock, that's alignment. Every step I take is diamond. Money loves me, I'm magnetic. Luxury is my new aesthetic. 444 on the clock, that's alignment. Every step I take is diamond. Money loves me, I'm magnetic. Luxury is my new aesthetic.
现场的球迷，最大的掌声给我们的新北国龙啦啦队 New Taipei Queens。
Looks like bon appetit. Oh my gosh, hot and ready. Eat it up, eat it, eat it up. Serve looks like spaghetti. Bad dish in between your teeth. Oh my girls, hot and ready.
欢迎 Stanley， 欢迎来到我们的心中城堡。
哦，是我们的老朋友们回来了 ，Welcome back CJ。
CJ
以及我们的老朋友辛特利，欢迎两位来到我们的新庄城堡。
Here at Xinzhuang Gymnasium, Taylor Chen bringing another TPBL broadcast to you, powered by AXN Sports, AXN Asia, and AXN Taiwan. The New Taipei Kings currently with a 10-point lead over the Taipei Taishin Mars, a rematch / perhaps redemption for the Mars. We shall witness today. They are without Macure Maker, Michael Frazier, Stanton Kidd, as well as Daryl Willis. Yes, I'm talking all imports. And from the parking lot, Jonathan Smith starting off the second quarter strong with his first bucket. He got a 3 in the first quarter and then getting his second 3. Expect A lot of minutes from the Kings' rookie. That's right, he is a draft pick during their offseason, and off contact, 3 free throws for Mingjun. Yeah, that is a cylindrical foul caused by Ryder Xiang. So we actually have 3 rookies on the court right now, including the one at the free throw line. Now, overall in this season, Taipei Taishin Mars are really lacking in the depth, in terms of depth on their bench. Not to say that they don't have talent, but in the last 3 games alone, they're only averaging 21 points per game. That's below average. Now, to be fair, that is without an import player coming off the bench, but still, when push comes to shove, you really have to, this is really a test for their local players to take the opportunity and make their own buckets. Now for the new Taipei Kings, on the other hand, their issue against the Taipei Taishin Mars is about transitioning and getting those offensive rebounds and getting second chance opportunities, as we have Jordan Tolbert with 5 seconds, intercepted by Pong Pong. And Pong Pong getting his second personal foul off the contact made. Tolbert will be at the line 2nd time today. Tolbert, 33 years old. Now, I talked about all the leagues he played in, but let me list out all the teams he's played for in Taiwan. The Formosa Dreamers, Taorin Purin Pilots, Taiwan Beer, as well as the current now folded Taichung Suns, before playing out in Malaysia for the NS Matrix, as I mentioned, Zach Broncos, as well as BCH Knights. So he's been all around Asia. The handoff to Iceman, back over to Barry. Couldn't get the 3-piece in that possession. Yenting coming through off Jordan Tolbert's screen with a pass off to the import, the lone import, and Yenting coming through with a left-hand finish. Now Jay Su, number 2, Justin, checks into the game. Hook pass over to Carl, and it goes down the cylinder. Mars still trying to keep it a game, 10 points still behind the defending champs, the new Taipei Kings. Ooh, ball poked out. Valiant effort by Carl, and that is over and back violation. More subs coming in. Jolin Olujobi checking in, as well as the Mars's Yenting. The logo line, they're inbounding with 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Denied entry, and here comes Iceman. Iced out. So again, Shuhalta Daiga from the Taipei Taishin Mars. He's trying to save the energy from all 10 players, so subbing in and out of the court quite often. Any stoppage as Olujobi bodies up against Carl, gets the and one. So Jonathan Smith has already got 2 threes, couple of rebounds, and the assist just now. Olujobi, very familiar with the Taiwan pro ball scene. First got his exposure playing the Kaohsiung Steelers. So actually, as I mentioned, he's got some former teammates on the new Taipei Kings, including number 3 Liu, who has yet to check in to the game in the second quarter, as well as Tank, number 11 for the Kings, Mr. Popular with the Kings fans, Jae-Soo. I don't think there was a foul call. Just more stop and go action, 16 seconds on the shot clock. And the step back for Manu is good. Off the glass, into the ring. Score 46-35, and Olujobi stopped by Yenting, but with no avail. More buckets for the last game's player of the game. They're hoping to even out their record against the Taipei Taishin Mars. They only got 1 win, and that was from a tight match against the men in red. Now, as I briefly mentioned, it wasn't really a well-played game from the Kings, and they committed 21 turnovers, and you know, their defense lapsed multiple times, and they've even acknowledged it during the post-game press conference. The pass off to Olujobi, and Barry is tasked to guard the import. In the step back, does not fall. Manu gets the rebound. Gets the foul and one. As we take a look, Smith chasing him down. Not much assists from his teammates there. And as I mentioned, Mr. Popular checking in for the first time in today's game, comes in for Sushi. And 13 coming in. Liu Zhenru checking back in. Had a slight comeback this season. Definitely scoring more points, 4 points to be exact last season. Liu Zhenru coming in and out with under 4 points per game, and good recovery by the Taipei Taishin Mars, but Kings get it back. There's a coast to coast, and Jae-Soo checks into the game with his bucket off the glass. And just like that, the new Taipei Kings even it out, 50 points to 39. Taipei Taishin Mars are behind now. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned for more at TPBL, brought to you by AXN Sports.
Let's go! Send down the bell. 跟着节奏一起来 ，Come on！ 让我听见你们的声音。
继续敲打，不要停。Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Come on! Non stop, non stop, non stop.
Hello, Gigi。
好，那接下来与此同时，我们的女王们也在我们2楼分送我们的玫瑰花，为大家献上我们情人节的祝福。大家可以从我们女王看，我们的女王会把手中的花来送给谁呢？好，我们婷婷要把花给谁呢？是谁呢？哇！恭喜这位朋友获得我们 Yuki 的玫瑰花，大声讲出来，恭喜你！
You're watching TPBL powered by AXN Sports on AXN Asia and AXN Taiwan. The Taipei Taishin Mars are behind 11 points. There's a turnover committed by the Mars. Possession with the Kings, and from up top, but no answer. Looked good until it didn't, and here's a pocket pass to Yenting. It's a good look by Manu. And Tank, big boy Tank up against Carl. Intercepted. And here comes like a freight train, Sam Manu going in from the left and rattles in. Bringing it back to a 7-point deficit only. And now the Kings are choosing to only have one import in rotation, and Lou Buckets gets his second one. The handoff to Winston. Off the screen, Shan Mingjun for 3, and it's good. He bags another one. Not too many fast break opportunities. They're not really going to strain themselves on both ends, but anytime you get a coast to coast, well, Sam Manu's going to take full advantage. Whether they make points, that's a different question. Returning the favor, Joseph Lin dials in, no answer. Now, the new Taipei Kings, they played 6 games in the month of January, and they've really chipped away, front-loading. And here's the and one for Yenting. Big bucket for the Taipei Taishin Mars. They're kind of catching a little bit of momentum here. There you see pick and roll. Run between the Young Bucks for the Mars. Tying his shoelaces before his free throw. Going from one red team to another red team. Yenting overall this season, he is averaging, it's only in and out of the games 10 minutes per game, 3 points per game. Now, on my stats, it says his free throw percentages are probably one of the lowest, but as I've seen so far in these last couple of games, he's been pretty consistent, so he's digging deep. As Austin Day checks into the game, that's a high screen for Joe Lin. Body bumps against Yenting. That is going to go too short. Tank, though, with a finish. No look pass, and Carl tries to take flight there, and Tank is stopped by the 2 local players, Coco and Yenting. Winston tasked to guard Day. And there's another attempt by Liu. Trying to put Mingjun in the spins, and Jae-Soo saved it! Now Jae-Soo has been relegated far deep into the bench lately this season. But again, with the holiday coming up, well, expect him to play a little bit more. He's been on the active roster 7 games, but no game starts, and from the corner, immediately going back to the Mars. Here's the switch defense. Day on Mingjun, and lack of communication there, and Day, no look pass to Tank! As FIBA announcer Josh Betts likes to say, that's big baby right there. And we got ourselves a called timeout. Taipei Taishin Mars, they had a bit of a momentum, but new Taipei Kings, they just shut it down just like that. So DJ/MC Handy getting the new Taipei Kings crowd pumped up here at Xingzhuang Gymnasium. Like I said, it's a Valentine's Day weekend, so wishing you all happy Valentine's Day. Even if you're not booed up, you can still send love to your friends, family, your peers. We have our courtside fans here. Once again, the New Taipei Kings holding on to that 10-point lead. So as I mentioned before, the 6 games that the Kings played in the month of January, they've won 4 games, lost 2 of them, both against, 1 against the Leopards and 1 against the Formosa Dreamers. Dreamers are currently gearing up for the game against the Taiwan Beer Leopards. The Leopards have themselves, I believe, either a 4 or 5 game winning streak, and they're playing in their temporary home stadium. A little bit farther out from Taoren Arena that's going through renovations, and it should be back and running in May as we get started back here at Xingzhuang Gymnasium. Xu calling for the timeout, and the laser pass gets intercepted by Tank. 100% effort there. It's got 4 points according to the scoreboard, and just as we have come out of timeout, we already got subs in, probably for matchup purposes. Day and Tank checking out. Sushi and Tolbert back into the game. And there's a pop out for Iceman to Carl. A contested shot. Coming through, and here's a hook shot made by Susu Shren in the low post. Off the screen, and Coco dials in, gets the answer. There's a coast-to-coast pass again for Susu Shren. He draws a foul off of number 5. It's a pushing foul. So again, found Sushi ready to go. Already under the basket. So we'll see Sushi at the line for the first time, 29 years old. Signed a 2-year contract with the New Taipei Kings back in 24, but has been with the organization since 2022. Was a former Chinese Taipei national player. The FIBA window coming up. I don't believe there are any players from the Kings in the 16-man roster. Good save by Yenting Winston, draws foul. Oh, Kings are now in the penalty, so free throws are coming for the Mars. As I can hear, there will be subs coming in on both sides before Winston gets a chance at the line. Well, the first year of Taipei Taishin Mars' beginning of the franchise, made the finals with their key player, Lingbing's son Nelson, former CTBC DA player. He is now playing out in China, but I believe he's made signed an agreement with the Taipei Taishin Mars that he is still contractually tied with the Taipei Taishin Mars. So during off season, particularly during the Lunar New Year, we'd see Bing Sun make his appearance. Tolbert shot too strong, out of bounds, still Kings possession. And Venti calls for a timeout with 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in regulation. After 7 games into the season, Venti replaced the head coach. Hong Zhi-sen replaced head coach John Patrick. He came in after Ryan Marchand departed and is now head coach for a B2 team out in Japan. So didn't quite work out. John Patrick was a lot more of a disciplinary head coach and focused in on defense. He's got plenty of experience out in the B1 Chiba Jets, so it didn't really quite work out between the 2-time champs of the Kings and Patrick. So, you know, with a very trusted and veteran player amongst the rotation, James Mao, GM of the Kings, said to Venti, hey, why don't you come in as interim head coach, jump into this role. Venti has had prior experience as a coach. Is a assistant coach for the Youngming High School girls team. They are currently playing in the Final Four in the HBL. So that's the high school basketball league here in Taiwan. Out of bounds, so inbounding with 14 seconds, Joe Lin finding an opening. Will kick it out to JJ checking into the game. The reset. Downhill pass to Jordan Tolbert. Poked out of bounds will still give them an opportunity to convert buckets. Yenting making the last touch, 6 seconds from the sideline, Kings' bench. Clock is counting down, and from Palo Alto, that is way off mark for Joseph Lin, hometown out in Palo Alto, California. Winston trying to shake off Su Sishen with a fadeaway off the glass and in. Score 62-54. Off the screen, Jolin rejecting the screen, gets nothing but net, smooth like butter. So only got 4 points so far in the game. Sam Manu trying to trudge up against Su Sishen, and possession back over to the Kings. Tolbert coast to coast with a kick out to Joseph Lin. And Su Sishen trailing behind. The ball gets sent back with interest. Manu to Winston. And the shot off target. And Su Sishen uncontested, unbothered. Gets a 3 from the top, 67-54. 50 seconds remain in regulation now. You see the collapse in defense from the Taipei Taishin Mars, leaving Su Sishen wide open at the top. Manu losing the ball, and here comes Sishen. Too short, he draws foul. Free throws for number 17. That's a foul on number 5. They are pushing a foul as we take a look at the moving highlight for Joseph Lin. His former teammates looking from the baseline. Again, as I mentioned, Chris Johnson as well as Mike Singletary on the sidelines. Joseph Lin was a former Taipei Fubon Braves player, had a long tenure before coming to the new Taipei Kings. Now, it's hard for fans to imagine a team without Jeremy Lin, but mind you, Joseph Lin did play 1 season. The Kings did play a whole season without Jeremy Lin. That was 22-23 season. And driving in was Coco. He draws a foul off of Sishen. So Coco will get his first chance at the line. Last team was the Taichung Suns from Central Taiwan. That team's been folded for a couple of seasons now. He's also quite a veteran player in Taiwan Pro Ball. Been around since the SBL Jotai days, played from 2015 to 2021. 10 seconds remain, final possession with the Kings, and Joseph Lin will probably go ISO here. He drives down to the lane. Tolbert with a recovery. 1.5 seconds, and he will get free throws. With one import on the court, the Mars will always see to double team the big man as Tolbert makes the first free throw, 1.5 seconds, and Jonathan Smith comes back in. Two for two for Tolbert, and it is now 70 to 56. And there was a quarterback throw to the Mars's end with no points to show for. A valiant attempt, a valiant game played by Taipei Taishin Mars without any imports on the court. But New Taipei Kings lead game 78, 70 to 56. We'll be going into a break right now. Stay tuned for more TPBL brought to you by AXN Sports.
好 ，Yuki 可以丢出你手上的扭蛋哦。好，大家不要抢哦。接到的朋友，请到我们2楼球迷服务处去兑换你们的水豚拍拍灯。好，我们这边呢也来了3组情侣朋友。好，耀成，那我们呢跟我们3组情侣朋友，应该好，4组有4组哦，来 ，OK， 好，有4组，那
我们有4组的参赛者。刚刚我已经跟他们讲解完规则了。那第一关是我们的蒙眼信任手，在底线到罚球线的距离随机放5个圆盘角锥，然后参加者有1位需要戴上眼罩，在他另一半声音的引导下前进，必须要避开5个角锥。如果这当中你有踩到角锥，就要重来，好吗？那我现在把眼罩发给你们。
好，眼罩大家可以先试戴一下哦，这个是真的遮得住的哦。好，那大家你们可以讨论一下，谁要公主抱，那谁又是被蒙眼。
然后第2关是爱的抱抱，就是从罚球线抱到对面的罚球线。第3关就是到那边以后由女生，我们希望由女生投篮，好不好？然后投对面的篮筐。第3关在对面的篮筐，2分都可以，你最有把握的篮底下也可以，好吗？好，然后记得哦，第3关投完篮进球之后，2个人要亲一下，对着镜头亲一下。这是最重要的，这样才算完成，不然我们秒数会继续记。如果你害羞的话，哦。
好，所以我们是改成4组，
然后我们4组是同时进行，看谁先完成这3个所有的关卡，第1名就比赛结束了。好，各位加油！
好的，所以呢，耀成来，我这边蒙眼嘛，假设我是蒙眼的，另外一位朋友呢，他的这个男朋友或女朋友在旁边告诉他往右一点，往右一点，他看不到，往右一点，然后往左，然后5个都绕过之后呢，找一位公主抱到对面的罚球线，只要在那罚球线以内投进的，就是我们今天先完成的，就是我们的优胜者哦。所以呢，大家我们先不要跌倒，也不要受伤哦。所以交给大家了。好，4组来，大家找好位置了哈。好，那我们呢蒙眼的朋友可以先把眼睛蒙上了，
不要偷看哦。我们是很把关的，不要偷看哦。
好，那信任哦，哇，这个2个口罩的戴法，我倒是第一次看到。好， 大家不要受伤哦。来，耀成，好，那我们呢，耀成准备哦，交给你来把关，我帮你把关右边的，你把关左边的。好，
我们要计时，我们要计时。
不用，因为4组同时开始啊。
4组同时开始，第一最快完成的就结束比赛喽。好，
准备，
我数到3就开始哦，我数到3就开始，听好喽，1、2、3，开始。
好。往哪边？往哪边？左边还右边？啊，右边一点啊，左边一点啊，后退啊，转头。
到罚球线就爱的抱抱了。到罚球线就爱的抱抱了，不要抱到对面的罚球线。
走完5个就可以爱的抱抱了。
女生投篮，女生投篮。
我严重怀疑。哇！
接吻，哎，我们第1名出现了，在这里。
没关系，
不是，我们要对着镜头接吻。镜头有拍到吗？镜头有拍到吗？时间还在继续，可以投。哦，接吻，好，结束了。我们的冠军由我们这个穿着我们 Kings T 恤无袖 T 恤的这对情侣。那我们四组参加者，我们到中间来集合，好不好？
有看到我们最后1组还在这个约会，在散步了。对，在散步中，感情非常好。我们刚才那边小聊天一下。好，那我们呢，相信4组都是非常恩爱的情侣以及呢夫妻，也感谢呢4组的朋友呢来参加我们这一次森宝爱情冲刺挑战赛。这边呢也有请到我们森宝集团的总经理，欢迎我们的许金桃总经理来颁发我们的奖项。那我们的总经理，我们一起到后面到王冠的位置，其他朋友我们也可以一起拍照。对，来。
我们参赛者可以一起拍照，拍照留念一下。
好，再来呢，还有我们的森宝小金刚，
让我们的金刚可以露出来，森宝金刚啦可以露出来。
好，那我们等一下3、2、1，因为这一次比较特别，是我们森宝情人节主题周。等一下我们拍一张，一起看向前方，拿上手上板板。第2张，好不好？可以亲自己的伴侣的脸颊都 OK 哦，脸颊或嘴巴都可以哦。好，那我们来开向前方摄影师先拍第1张哦，准备3、2、1。好，第2张，来可以亲我们伴侣的脸颊。我们这是情人节主题周，来看一下我们前方哦，3、2、1再亲没关系哦。来准备哦，3、2、1。好的，谢谢我们以上的
谢谢，也祝你们情人节快乐。
没错，好，那这边也谢谢我们森宝集团的总经理许金桃，许总经理，谢谢。当然呢，也谢谢我们的森宝小金刚，小金刚呢在这边也祝大家情人节快乐。那恭喜我们刚刚优胜的朋友可以获得我们森宝。
You're watching TPBL presented to you by AXN Sports. Here are the Game 78 halftime stats so far. The Taipei Taishin Mars allowing too many open looks for the new Taipei Kings. Now, that is to say they are without any import players on the active roster today. The new Taipei Kings have made 25 of their 49. Their three-point percentages, well, it is in New Taipei Kings' favor. A lot of uncontested shots are included in the stats, as also a big issue that we're seeing on the screen is the assist-turnover ratio. The Mars have made 10 assists, but 11 turnovers, while 20 assists have been made for the new Taipei Kings. That's what I'm talking about, those open looks. They've got to set up the traps. They've got to prevent any open lanes for Joseph Lin to pass off, as we have our lead scores for both sides. That is Xie Mingjun, the rookie for Mars. 14 points, 10 points for Sam Manu, as well as the following. For the new Taipei Kings is Ling Yanting, 12 points for number 12, and Femi Olujobi for 12 also. So there you have it. There's our halftime rankings and stats so far. We'll talk a little bit more before the game starts again on TPBL by AXN Sports.
Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me.
AXN Sports bringing you your dose of Taiwan Pro Ball this weekend. Taylor Chen bringing you Game 78 solo and on-site at Xinzhuang Gymnasium. Score 70-56. It's a rematch, potentially redemption for the Taipei Taishin Mars. It would be sweet, especially if they are without any imports today. Look, if they can ease off on the turnovers, close off any passing lanes available for the likes of Joseph Lin, as well as their other role players. Lee Kai-yen is still out of the active roster for the new Taipei Kings. As I said, a sweep for the new Taipei Kings could leapfrog them over to second place overall at the end of this weekend before we get ourselves into the Lunar New Year break. And again, this is a Valentine's Day weekend special, so we've got some fans holding roses. Make sure to tell your loved ones Happy Valentine's Day or send them love, even if you don't have a partner, a boo thing, wife, husband. Make sure to send some love. As we had seen during the Super Bowl, what is stronger than hate is love, I believe. Off quote. But again, here at Xingzhuang Gymnasium, we're about to start off on the second half here. So as I mentioned before, the Taipei Taishin Mars are without import players, as well as Ding Senru and Kenny Chen, both very important players for the Taipei Taishin Mars, especially with the point guard. Again, we saw that assist-to-turnover ratio. Without Ding Senru, he's averaging 7 assists per game, so you're losing that playmaker on the court. And really no entry allowed for the Mars. Here's a shot from the corner. And Tolbert picks up another rebound. No screens, just a handoff to Olujobi, lead scorer for the Kings, tied with Yenting, and there's the scoop, too strong. And here's come Allen going coast to coast. The New Taipei Kings have scored 10 fast break points. The Taipei Taishin Mars, though, you can see they're making the effort, but they only scored 2 points from fast breaks in the first half. Sam Manu charging through, and another attempt made by Barry. He chucks that one. So this is the largest lead that we have seen of yet. Kings ahead by 14 points. The clock is at 10, counting down now, and Tolbert, patient with it, does not get the answer the first, second, or third. He was all by his lump zone. It was 2-1 there. Not much help there from his teammates. Allen over to Pong with a backdoor cut and a beautiful finish by Iceman. So Lou Buckets returning onto the court. Looks like it is the starting 5 for the New Taipei Kings back on to start the third quarter. Really having to force himself in, count the bucket, and get his first free throw in the third. So you take a look at the beautiful backdoor cut. Set up by Pong Pong number 62. He is currently on the 16-man roster for Chinese Taipei. And the third one is not the charm for Barry. He's already made 3 attempts in the third. Jolin lobbing it down to Olujobi, shaking off Barry. And Manu did not put in too much effort in stopping the import player. 2 imports for the New Taipei Kings to start off. Passing it off to JJ. There's another turnover. There's a kick out. Having the import players out in the perimeter. That possession does not convert to buckets. Fast ball movement there. Sam Manu for 3. And Barry gets the leftovers. There's his first bucket in the third. Another downhill pass to Olujobi. Count it. Oh, 14 points now for Olujobi. Sam Manu tasked to guard the import. Subs for both sides coming in. All but one player, Olujobi, coming in. That is Ling Yanting, Jonathan Smith, Tank, as well as Ryder. So Mars have already committed 2 team fouls. With 8 minutes, 45 seconds to go, the Mars's booster fan club looks to be trying to egg on Olujobi without effect. There you have it, Austin Day checking in after those free throws. And this time, Kings running full court press with the Mars inbounding. That is number 5, bringing it over Iceman. Ooh, hard contact from Tank there. It's like running into a wall. That's a blocking foul. Oh, major. A moving wall at that. Wangbo's second personal foul. With the score right now 77-60. 15 seconds on the sideline is Manu. Counting down the sideline ref. And contested shot goes through for Barry. Off the screen there. The Taipei Taishin Mars, they are 5 for 19. The new Taipei Kings 8 for 20 in the first half. Here's Smith. Effort there, but could not execute. And Manu stopped by Day. He resets in. They back-to-back for Barry. Coming through. The Mars trailing 11 points, and Ling Yanting off the screen, the staggered screen for Tank. Big buckets for Big Baby. 6 points for him on the Kings' end. So out of bounds, Manu will be starting up. Correction, they're switching it up. So it is Xiaopeng. And the long 2 hits the iron ring and the glass. Ooh, knocked down. Looked like he got choked. Looked like a Day perhaps was swinging his arm into the Mars player. So I believe the referees will be taking a look at the IRS. That's our first time reviewing, seeing if the foul needs to be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. So as I mentioned before, this season we get to hear the referees speaking into a microphone while they're looking at the IRS. Except crew chief here is not really making much effort speaking into it. Oh, so very clearly you can see Austin Day's hand kind of swinging outward as we see the loose ball. So no control of the ball, the referees say. So let's see what crew chief has to say. Final call. So they will give Austin Day an unsportsmanlike foul. He's still deliberating with the crew chief. So 2 free throws are given to the Taipei Taishin Mars. On Liu Yanting. So Yanting signed with the Mars in its first season of existence from 23 to 24, played 1 season with the Kaohsiung Steelers before returning to the Mars organization. As we have the Kings fans the peanut gallery, as I like to say, trying to get into Yenting's head. So the second one is not good. Let's see his free throw percentages as a little reminder. 42%. So I spoke a little too soon with the broadcaster, Jinx. He was pretty consistent in the first half. And Sam Manu off the screen, drives in for the lay-in. Can shoot left, shoot right. Very versatile on the court, having played at UC Davis. And here's the local player's body bump, hand in the cookie jar, and they call still the Kings possession. Pushing foul. For the Taipei Taishin Mars. Now the two referees are talking. Crew chief is trying to settle down the bench. As we see here, it's Tank against Allen. As we have Barry with the reaching. So the Mars will receive a warning. Mars's bench will receive a warning. Xiaopeng goes to the bench. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Smith to Day. Yenting will find an opening. 6 seconds though, he's got to make something. There's a cut to Tank. He is having a game today. He's got 8 points now on the scoreboard. Fans are loving it. And off Allen's screen, Barry couldn't bury that one. Shaking off Mingjun, and behind the back pass, drawing a foul. So contact was made from Huang Tonghan Barry. 14 fouls for Mars, starting on the baseline. Smith. Mingjun a little too, trying to play catch up against Yenting. There's the lob downward to Tank. Not high enough of a pass. That ball dribbles outwards, and here comes Kings possession once again. Say another turnover in this quarter alone. The Taipei Taishin Mars have only made one with 6 minutes remaining. To Austin Day. Return back to sender. Mingjun. Over to Barry. Barry's catch and shoot. Falls it through. With that one down the hatchet, Barry starting in the lineup today, he scored 17 points, 4 for 12. So 17 points is the season high. There's a hook pass to Big Baby, too strong. Taipei Taishin Mars still keeping it relatively close, 9 points behind the new Taipei Kings. Off the screen, outwards to Allen. Doesn't count, but he will get 3 free throws. Austin Day gets his 3rd personal. Ooh, looks like he slipped. As no timeouts called on either end, so we have our first timeout in the 3rd. 5 minutes, 22 seconds remain. The score on the bottom left corner. We'll be back with more at TPBL, brought to you by AXN Sports.
的是编号07340以及07422，最后一位是07387。恭喜以上3位，请到我们的 Kings Information 到我们的2楼，我们的球迷粉丝服务处来领奖，以及呢还有我们的 My First 3D 列印笔的3位得奖者07221、07229以及07227。以上3位也是到我们 Kings Information 2楼的球迷粉丝服务处来领奖，恭喜以上6位朋友。
Coming out of timeout of the third quarter, Taylor Chen bringing you today's match between Taipei Taishin Mars and the reigning TPBL champions, the New Taipei Kings. Mars are without their import players or key local players in Ding Shenru and Kenny Chen. Now, the New Taipei Kings, they have the lead, but right now we're seeing the Mars outscoring the Kings in the third, 17-11. Allen missing the first. He was out in the good part of last season due to a leg injury, so getting more minutes in this season. He is 50% at the free throw line. Jordan Tolbert checking into the game. Again, only one import player rotated in and out for the Kings. There's a switch defense and a kick out to Yenting for 3. Going high for the board is Allen. Trying to nab out of him is Ryder Xiong. And the 3 is good for Sam Manu at the wing. There's Manu's first 3-piece for the game. So again, Mars have a little bit of a momentum right now, but Jonathan Smith makes his third. Getting the crowd going, score 84-78. Mars is not too far behind though. Mingjun shaking off Ryder Xiong. He draws a foul off of number 20. This is his second personal foul, and Joseph Lin checks into the game. On the screen is Stanton Kidd. He's been out for, I believe, either hamstring or quad soreness. He's been out for a couple of weeks now. Baseline is Manu, 4:14 seconds. This time the Kings are running man-to-man with Barry's contested shot not falling through. Yenting bobbing and weaving outwards. Yenting through the lane with the finish. No assist there needed. Li Yenting all alone there. Backcourt violation, another turnover for the Mars. Sideline referee caught it. So the Taipei Taishin Mars struggling after the timeout here. Just as they caught a little bit of a break. As soon as Joseph Lin checks in, well, he steps back and he makes the 3. Down the hatchet it goes. Joe Lin rounds it up. Rounds up his score. Mingjun with a laser fire out to the perimeter. 9 seconds to go. Shen lot of press defense on Manu, but they still have possession. Carl barely getting through with a bucket. They still got another opportunity. Ooh, and there's a steal. Cookie stolen from the Taipei Taishin Mars and over to Tolbert. Double team. Off the glass and into the ring. And Shu Haosen from the Taipei Taishin Mars call for a timeout. So, 4 field goals and no answer from the Mars just now. Again, that was after the TV timeout, so they kind of lost their rhythm after they had a lead in the third. Now it's only 22-21 in the third quarter. Taipei Taishin Mars have yet to score over 30 points in a single quarter. New Taipei Kings with 37 in the first, 33, now 21. As we have the New Taipei Queens sprinkled throughout the Xinzhuang Gymnasium. We see a couple of our moving highlights here for game 78 so far. A lot of the role players coming through, showing up and showing out, including the first one, Jonathan Matthew Smith. Again, he is a draft pick for the New Taipei Kings. Everybody is getting minutes from both sides. The Mars without their import players, and the Kings, well, they've got the relief of not having to deal with said import players. So not to say they're not playing 100%, but they are only choosing to put on one import player at times, only starting imports in the start of the quarter. And the Kings, which this is the right call. 2 minutes remaining. And Olujobi with a handoff. Quick thinking, downhill pass to Jordan Tolbert, drawing a foul off of Valiente. Liu Zhenru checking into the game for Jonathan Matthew Smith. Number 26, he's now got 9 points. He is 3 for 3 tonight with 1 rebound and 3 assists. Now Tolbert at the line. This is his 3rd game so far. He's averaging 38 minutes. Averaging double-doubles, 18 points, 11 rebounds per game. Yentang will get a bit of a break as Jae-Soo checks back in. Under 2 minutes remaining. And intercepted. Winston trying to save the ball. Jae-Soo, though, with possession. And left wide open. Getting the and 1. Olujobi. Spotting up, digging deep. Now Olujobi contesting that should be up. The foul should be upgraded to a U. Yeah, you can clearly see Coco grabbing his arm downward. And I believe the referees will oblige. They will take a look at the replay, and they're holding off on the subs right now. Looks like Taipei Taishin Mars wants to come bring in new players. I don't think it'll take them too long.
8号陈红那一个犯规，8号陈红那一个犯规，因为他后续手应该看有没有放，对，如果没有放的话就是这样，看有没有放 ，OK， 啊，故意的，哦，没有放，升级。
You can see he's still holding on to Femi Olujobi's arm. It wasn't a quick tap or a smack. He was holding his arm down. So they do upgrade the foul. Coco gets his second personal foul, 1 minute 27 seconds left in regulation. Olujobi will be at the line. Oh, Olujobi joined the New Taipei Kings organization January 17th. Couple of new imports coming in to replace Sani Sakakini as well as Shondi Brown. So James Mao signing players that he's familiar, and the players are also familiar with Taiwan Pro Ball. And Liu could not get that bucket. No entry allowed. Xiaopeng over to Carl. Carl for the three. Goes high. And over to Jolin. And here comes the alley-oop attempt. Steps on the line. No call, though, as we have Femi Olujobi with the attempt to finish that possession with buckets with no avail. Winston. Skip pass. Outwards to the corner. Here we have Coco pulling back and hitting the target. New Taipei Kings taking their time, 98-81. They're about to hit the Centurion mark. There's a staggered screen run by the Kings. Joe does not take it. Here's Lou Buckets from the parking lot. It does not go through. Return to sender. Mars's final possession, 1 second to go. Xiaopeng. No buckets. So the New Taipei Kings still with the lead. Taipei Taishin Mars had a bit of momentum, but could not follow through in the remaining of the third quarter. So stay tuned for the end of this game. We'll be right back.
邀请你们跟我们女王们一起跳舞。在我们大荧幕上的呢是我们的 BBN 以及我们的三宝小金刚，两位一起来大秀舞技。 Overdrive. So cute.
I'm getting overdrive. Yeah, I'm getting hot in here. Yeah, I'm getting hot in here.
好，是我们的彩铃。那如果有被拍到的球迷，等一下也可以一起跳舞哦。嗨 ，Yes sir。欢迎大家一起来玩的开心。最后这个动作对吗？我就要跪算盘了。 好可爱啊，小朋友的撒娇舞 ，Overdrive。在大荧幕上的那是我们小朋友。 阿帕奇，谁会跳呢？一起跳起来 ！Let's go！ 好可爱哦，有点害羞，但是没有关系哦。祝各位的情人节快乐！
第四届比赛正式开始。三分球，新北威林彦廷。
Taipei Taishin Mars now behind 20 points. The fadeaway was off market for Sam Manu, and Winston trying to force in another. But the third time is a charm for Sammy. And Day from the top, beyond the arc. Not in his bag. Pulling up, Winston for a 2 off of Allen's screen, Pong screen. Ooh, Jolin trying to shake off Xiaopeng. He saves the ball. And Tank coming through with the save. Checking back into the game, he's got 8 points today. So you see Wang Bozi Tank coming through. trying to get the leftovers. So Tank will be at the line, misses the first. That's what we call in baseball an ugly finder. 50% at the line. Again, as I said, he was former teammates with Femi back in the 22-23 season. There you go, redemption for Tank. .104.87. This is the Kings' last homestand before the Lunar New Year holiday. See if they can sweep it, and Coco throws it in as a last resort, and Yenting out to Joseph Lin, uncontested deep. Don't think, though, that Joseph Lin doesn't do that. That's often where he gets those buckets. And Pong Pong and Coco will get some time away, but also a timeout for everyone. 6 points for all in the fourth quarter, as you see. So we'll be right back after this called timeout. Stay tuned for more at TPBL on AXN Sports.
可以，那这么弹幕轻轻点加，我知道你们两个，
我知道，我们刚刚有亲过，再来一次，不要害羞，再来一次。
我看你们3、4年了还不亲啊，很好。
不要拍了，被拍到了，接个吻吧 ，kiss。OK, Happy Valentine's Day. 嗨，哦，很大方，这就对了。
情人节快乐！
情人节快乐！哎，你上大荧幕了，亲一下吧。
就是你们。如果是暧昧的话更好，就揪一个，
就揪一个，就是今天 ，right now，快点，还有机会，
还有机会哦，
亲下去，
女朋友在等你喽。啊，哇，好帅哦，这种亲法。
OK， it's about time. Happy Valentine's Day. 换你们了，太棒了，
好幸福啊 ！Yes， 祝各位呢幸福长长久久，祝各位。
We're watching TPBL, powered by AXN Sports. Taylor Chen bringing you today's Game 78 solo at Xinzhuang Gymnasium, and the Kings inbounding. Got to check that for the time, though. There's the ball out to Austin Day. Got double, triple team there. There's the trap set for Day. Out to JJ. No subs coming in. No fouls, so it could be a possible 3-second violation. Did not quite hear very well over the PA system. Back out to the perimeter, Manu. Digging deep, shaking off Austin Day with the finish off the glass. Day pretty unhappy, fighting for a offensive foul, and pulling up is JJ. It looked good until it didn't. The kick out. Winston in the corner. In and out. Seven and a half minutes to go. And Yenting with the downhill pass to Tank. With 11 points now. That's a dish served hot by Austin Day after the pass from Yenting. Ooh, hand in the cookie jar there. Tank coming through coast to coast. Ooh, trying to get the land, but he will get free throws. correction, no free throws given because he did not have possession. He was not making a shot there, so he is subbed out. So Jordan Tolbert checked in for Austin Day. Alongside him is now Ryder Xiang, who will be finding the opening from the baseline. Yenting Sushi checking in. Over to Susushen. And popping out is Jae-Soo. 15 seconds left. Trying to find Tolbert, but tough on defense. Liu Yenting is, and there's the up and under. But they call offensive foul. Ooh, tough luck for JJ. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the foul that was made there, but on the scoreboard, he does get another personal foul. There's a downhill pass to Liu Yenting, double team now. There's a smackdown intercepted by Su Sushen. There's Tolbert trying to drive past Carl. He gets called to foul. Second one. Ten seconds. There's a screen set by Tolbert. Miscommunication there between Tolbert and Su Sushen. That was looked like a set play run by the new Taipei Kings. Couldn't execute there. Jonathan Smith returning onto the court again. He is 100% shooting threes today. Might be his shooting record. Again, got in a lot of minutes against the Formosa Dreamers. Too slow on defense, but Mingjun couldn't convert those into buckets. And Jonathan Smith, 4 for 4, no. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bobbing and weaving, there's a backdoor pass to Jordan Tolbert. There's a steal though, coast to coast coming over. Sam Manu bringing it back, but ambushed by Su Sushen. Out of bounds, the referees call it out of bounds in Taipei Taishin Mars' favor, and you can very clearly hear Xinjiang fans are not happy, and for valid reason. So not out of bounds, they call a foul on Su Sushen. It looked pretty clean. But the Mars, particularly Sam, will happily take it. That will really rile up the Kings fans and riles up Sam a little bit here. He's logged in 19 points in this game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. So that's the highest that he's scored in quite some time. His season high this year was against the CCBC DA, 22 points. So rebounds though, this is one of his highs. Most is 14 rebounds. Jae-Soo got bodies on the floor. Jae-Soo losing the ball, and a little bit of a mix-up there. Loose ball foul. It is with the Taipei Taishin Mars. Well, they change it to a pushing foul. Inbounding is Manu. Downhill for Carl. Like I said, looked good until it didn't. And here's Sushi. With a kick out. And Jonathan Smith past Sam Manu out to the corner. Ryder Shun rides that wave. 106, now 109 to 90. Mars quick to make an effort to convert a fast break into buckets with no success. Jisoo, body bumps up against Barry. Gets the two-piece and a side. $111 to 90 right now. Mars with a 10-man rotation only, while the Kings have a locked-in, mostly locked and loaded roster. Sam Manu unable to make the bucket, trying to beat the clock. Ooh, poked out, passed on to Tolberg. Off of Sam Manu, ooh, very clearly. A holding foul gets immediately upgraded to unsportsmanlike. So you can see right there, holding Tolbert by the hip. As we see Ryder's first bucket, he was 100% for three against the Taipei Taishin Mars last Saturday. Tolbert at the line. He's got 17 points now. And Tank comes back in, Manu on the bench. So with the unsportsmanlike foul, the Kings still get possession. 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There's a kick out to Jisoo. Got to check the wind here, and the ball goes back over to the Kings. That's another turnover. Here comes the back pass outwards to Jisoo, but there's a steal. It's waiting on the trailers, digging deep. Free throws are given to Winston. So Winston in this game, coming off the bench. 20 minutes into this game, he's got 6 points, 4 rebounds. "24 years old from Furen University. Also making it into the Final Four for UBA, the University Basketball Association. So they're gonna start back up with the finals in mid-March. So again, after the Lunar New Year, after the FIBA window. And again, we're live here at Xingzhong Gymnasium. This is the venue where Chinese Taipei will play Team Korea on February 26th. So for those who are watching, for those who are in Taiwan, I believe tickets are on sale. How to buy them? Well, that's $1 million question. I can't give you the answer for that. 112.90, and from the long range, that was way off mark, but they get another chance to make a bucket, and Jonathan Smith sidestepping off to Tank. Tank's first three does not fall. Tank really bringing the energy for the Kings fans and the Kings. Clock is counting down, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pong Pong laser off to Winston, handing them a three. 2 minutes remain, with Kings getting their eventual win in this game. And there's the pocket pass. There's a little bit of miscommunication there with their understudy, number 8, checking into this game. With 2 minutes remaining, that is number 8 from the Kings is Zhong Lixiang, Leo. As Carl and Yenting comes through, Barry will be at the line for free throws. Now, the plus side of not having imports on the roster is, well, you know what? You get to help your own personal stats here. Barry's hit his season high today. In the starting lineup, he scored 20 points. He's got 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. That is indeed his season high. His last season high is 13 points and 5 rebounds. But unfortunately, the Taipei Taishin Mars, they're the team that relies heaviest on their import scoring. And there's the downhill pass and 1 for Tank. There you go. Kings fans love to see Tank getting some action right now. It's a good look. I believe that was the assist for Leo. Again, he is a trainee for the new Taipei Kings. Just graduated from NCCU. They are a, I believe, 5P UBA champion. 7 seconds. There's a kick out to Su Sishuan for his 3 in trying to make his first 3 in the quarter. Seconds left and rejected by Su Sishuan. A volleyball smackdown, and once again a downhill pass to Tank. Gets poked out of bounds. There you have it. Winston completely rejected by Su Sishuan, ambushed. Well, you can't really say ambush. He came right through in the front. That was the hardest block I've seen Su Sishuan make in quite some time. Possession now with the Kings at 20 seconds. Leo, number 8, at the baseline. The screen for Tank. Again, all up to him. That ball squibbles outwards. Leo recovers. With 8 seconds left to go, Jonathan Matthew Smith with the scoop. Can't help saying his full name. Through the baseline, Carl set up with a double team. Stolen like a candy from a baby. Here's the smackdown attempt. And kickball out of bounds goes to the Taipei Taishin Mars. Now, I would usually give Tank the credit for making that effort, but I've seen him practice that move too many times. Should be making that. That was a bunny shot, couldn't get the smackdown. Clock is ticking it downward in regulation. Carl trying to make the last bucket with no luck there. New Taipei Kings get their first win in this homestand. And the Taipei Taishin Mars have to suffer through a 5-game losing streak now. And there you see the final score, 116-95, the lead scorer. But in the meantime, the final stats here for the 116-95 game. The New Taipei Kings on a winning streak now. again, it's just thanks to their open looks, not having to deal with import players and the likes of Ding Shenru on the game. They've outshot them in terms of field goals overall, the threes, assist turnovers. You can see 32-13 as opposed to 17. They out-turnovered themselves, mistakes on mistakes. It's a valiant effort. Look, it's a tough week for the Taipei Taishin Mars. 4 games in the span of 1 week. Looks like Tank will be the player of the game, but onwards and outwards, we look forward to the 5 o'clock tip-off. The Formosa Dreamers are visiting the Taiwan Beer Leopards for Game 79. And again, back-to-back games for the new Taipei Kings. The Hsinchu Lioneers, the second-place team, are in town. They're getting blown in from Hsinchu to play the new Taipei Kings for Game 80. So we'll have that to look forward to. For again, the final weekend before the Lunar New Year break. As our Mandarin play-by-play is interviewing the new Taipei Kings' player of the game. Tank, baby. Scoring 13 points today. As we take a look at his potentially final stats on the screen. Again, 13 points today. Coming off the bench, 14 minutes, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals today. I think that might be a new record. So, our Mandarin broadcasters congratulating Tank here for the 4-game winning streak that they're on. Again, they are getting a lot of wins before the end of the Lunar New Year. Well, there you have it. Game 78 has been checked off. Again, we are over halfway through the TPBL's 2nd season. So we'll see if they could, again, sweep their final homestand. And the Taipei Taishin Mars will get a break. That's it for them. And in the meantime, I'll check in with you guys once again tomorrow afternoon. And we thank you again for tuning in to another TPBL broadcast. We'll take care and see you at the next one.